as you have to do for 5th and 6th. Yeah, I did. Then set the sampling rate to at least 100, at least 100. The length is, in that case, it's not important. For the uterus, it's important to be 1,200 seconds, 20 minutes, because you need that. And then you run it by start and put on the weights. Wait a bit till you have the constant phase. I can analyze it, because I think I had it. Yeah. Okay, so if we have the uterus, you have to divide your, I think the best is to make something like we did yesterday, like a music sheet, that you have to divide your whole experiment into 4 parts. Normally, you have to wait for like 3 or 4 contractions, which will be your control contractions. Then in the case of 5th topic, which is demonstrate the effect of barium and papaverine, you have to remove the medium and replace with calcium-free. Do you remember how to do that? I think you know, it's like where is the muscle? It's here. You have to open this tube, like pressing these towards each other. Then remove it. Remove the old medium. Just let it down. You can then press the tube and add the 0 calcium or calcium-free media and fulfill it. But this is the way of lowering the calcium concentration, or actually diminishes. Of course, in this case, the contractility will decrease. The baseline is lower, the frequency, the amplitude. Sometimes you cannot really see any contraction waves. Okay? Then you have to add barium chloride. And how much? I think it's 50, but it's...
After 3 contractions?
Yeah, or the same period you had, or when you saw the effect developed. So when you can say that, yeah, I think it should be maybe more or the same time as was the first part. Sorry. It's here. It's 7 for you. Number 7. Yeah.
Please use another cooling shit.
Yeah, I know. So it asks for 50, 100 and microliters of barium chloride. We use the pipette. Do you know how to use it? Would you like to try it? Because we have our laboratory here at the neighbor. Oh, never mind. Okay. So the barium chloride is stored. I wanted to save these photos, but I forgot. And those bottles, you may remember, these are in huge bottles. It says barium BaCl2, 0.1, and you have to get actually around 75 microliters of it. You know, you just wash in the chamber contains the muscle, and then you will see that it increases the activity. Once you saw the effect developed, for the same period you have, but you have to have for the last part as well, you can add the last agent, which is papaverine.
In between them, you should watch out the tube.
No, between these you don't have to wash out.
On this page.
Yeah. And you need 20 micros. You know that papaverine is stored in a tiny white vial. Small white. Okay, so make the note, have everything around the experiment and the uterus, and then add. And then you will see that indeed you can just wait till the end, but papaverine will decrease the activity. And you know that actually the barium chloride blocks the potassium channels, so it also causes depolarization. And the same as we discussed before, it will increase the smooth muscle activity. The barium blocks potassium channels. Papaverine blocks the phosphodiesterase. The phosphodiesterase is an enzyme which degrades the cGMP and cAMP. So if you block this enzyme, the phosphodiesterase again, you will increase the cAMP and cGMP concentration. And this is how adrenaline acts, this is how some other agent acts, this is how nitrogen monoxide acts by cGMP, as we discussed. So papaverine blocks the phosphodiesterase and relaxes the muscle. It's a general, it doesn't act through any receptors. Its effect is so downstream in the signaling of a smooth muscle that it is a general smooth muscle relaxant. Okay. So you set the sampling rate to 100, the length to 1200. You change only the end of this filing. For example, the measurement to something specific. It's like exam, date, and your name. And always, this is what you don't have to use. This is it will start it, draw it. Once you add something or change something, you have to press marker. And it will put a marker sign that you changed something. Okay. Then when it finishes, it will ask for saving, and of course you have to save it. And then you have to open the analyzer from here, and it will be on the desktop. Input data, and input your previously saved thing. What do you do if you cannot see the whole experiment?
Zoom out.
And how?
The middle one
The middle?
and the left
This
part.
one, exactly. Then you will see the markers and your contractions as well. And you can do the same things. And for example, in this case, the amplitude is 0.08, the cycle length is 66. And in this case, the amplitude is just 0.04. There's something the agent was it decreased the activity of the smooth muscle. The baseline also dropped. This is something you can describe by words. The baseline, you see, after the changes, the contraction amplitude, you can see it as well, not just measure, and the frequency. But the others are the same. Integral slope TTP. What is TTP? It's time to peak. Time to peak. All these together describe the activity. And HRT. Would you like to measure the HRT?
In this case,
You can see. But for example, for this contraction. For this one, okay.
With the peak, yeah.
Yeah.
This is, oh, I didn't check, but reference is this one.
Yeah. You cannot change it in this way. Okay, cool. Okay. And? Okay. This is A20. Okay. So for the next topic, which is actually almost the same, you have to change only a few things.
So this one has finished as well.
Yeah, yeah.